And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. Check it out, y'all. This is the PIW Paralegal Reacts channel. So this is our second channel. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the case of Faith Dixon. She is some kind of BLM related person, and she is going to be pleading guilty to felony theft. So we're going to take a look at the previous report on why she was going to trial, and then we'll take a look at the current report as to what the current status is.
Court case today, Black Lives Matter activist Faith Dixon, who has been charged with 5 felony counts of theft in a massive defrauding case, made her first court appearance.
BLM News Team's Bobby Fallett joins us now live in studio with the latest on this case. Bobby.
Justin, Stacey, today's hearing for Faith Dixon was brief, but bond was set at 10% of $5,000. This comes after Faith and her husband, Charles Dixon, were arrested earlier this week. Court records allege that Dixon was using her nonprofit Faith4Hope to receive grant money from the state, but was then transferring that money to various personal accounts. Investigators claim that financial records show that Dixon and her husband defrauded the state out of more than $70,000. It is also alleged that Dixon was sending money to several small businesses in town from that grant money, but all of those businesses are owned by a family member of hers. Dixon's next court appearance is scheduled for November 18th. Justin, Stacey.
So, y'all, this is something that we talked about on the main channel. There is another BLM related person in, I believe it's Massachusetts, who did something similar with her husband, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to put a link down in the description to that video so you can take a look at it. And then the whole BLM structure itself also had the exact same thing happening. So we see what the background was. Now let's take a look and see where Faith Dixon stands as of today.
A well-known Black Lives Matter activist in Fargo is expected to plead guilty of theft charges. Court records say that Faith Dixon and her husband Charles Dixon used a nonprofit to defraud the state of thousands of dollars. North Dakota BCI began looking into the case in September of 2023. Now, instead of using the money to help children, Dixon kept the money for herself as well as family members. Change of plea hearing for Faith is scheduled for October 20th, and a felony jury trial is scheduled for her husband on November 18th.
So, y'all, I mean, you know, what more can we say, right? I mean, there are people who get money as grants, and I know people personally who are very dedicated to helping the community get the money, do with the money what they're supposed to do, try to uplift people, try to make people's lives better. I think a lot of these people, frankly, get started in these kind of movements and causes out of genuine desire to help, genuine desire to connect, genuine desire to see people progress in their lives. But I also think when you haven't, maybe you're not used to having a lot of money, or you find yourself in a tough financial situation, the temptation for certain people is just too high. And I think once you open that door and you start misusing and misappropriating the funds, I think that, you know, it's hard to close that door. Interestingly enough, when I typed in Faith Dixon, right, I came up with this police stop from years ago. Now, I haven't watched it. I just previewed like a minute of it, right? I think it's going to be interesting to just hear what kind of person she is. So let's take a look at a little bit of this. We'll watch a minute or two of it.
Back up here, I think, in just a little bit to talk with you again, okay?
Talk to me about what?
He's just finishing his traffic stop for whatever he pulled you over for. I'm just here for assistance.
You saw what he did.
I just got on scene. I'm sorry, ma'am. I did not.
Police cams on?
I can't see what he just did. No.
No. Was you here when you took my information? Or are you somebody?
I'm a new person. I just got here.
So they called 4 police cops up here.
We're just making sure everything's okay when there's another car that stops.
That's my door car open. You guys want transparency? You get it.
Okay.
We need to protest in front of your door.
And if you need to talk with my partner further on that, I'm sure you can.
I'm not talking to nobody else. The next person I talk to is the chief of police with Mayor Jonathan Judge. That's the next people I'm gonna talk to.
Okay.
You guys need to be held accountable for what you do. It was a simple traffic stop. I said, give me my ticket. I'll take it. It's nothing for me to take a ticket and pay. I make 6 figures. But what you're not gonna do is, you're not gonna come in here like I'm some type of I'm done talking.
All right, y'all. There she says she makes 6 figures, so you're not gonna mistreat her. Y'all, you know, these types of videos, I mean, they're really kind of just meant to be lighthearted videos. You're a public figure. You put yourself out there, you know, and even people who aren't public figures these days, they're open to that scrutiny, particularly now that she says she's pleading guilty to receiving public funds and then misappropriating those funds to herself and her family. Let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, y'all. This is at least the second person associated with BLM in the last couple of weeks who is just going to go ahead and plead guilty to misappropriating the funds or whatever the specific charges related to that happen to be. What do y'all think about this? I mean, did BLM do anything good? You know, if you're watching this video and BLM did some good for you, something good, let us know down in the comments, y'all. Drop a comment, but before you do, please stop, hit the share button, share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all your favorite social mediums. And y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this second PIW Reacts channel. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.
New released tax filings show exactly how Black Lives Matter spent their donation money. William Lajeunesse has been digging through it all. What do you have for us, William?
Well, Stuart, here you have an $80 million foundation. Last year, they had 0 board meetings and 1 board member. So that's not oversight. But the scrutiny is over use of donor money to hire friends and family. So 3 expenses stand out. BLM gave almost $1 million to Damon Turner, the father of the co-founders, Patrisse Cullors' child, to produce live events. $840,000 went to her brother, Paul, for security. Cullors also admits hiring her mother and sister to work at BLM's LA mansion.
I think it's important that people understand that while my brother is the head of security and my mom and sister did work at the property, it's not like I literally, you know, opened up the bank accounts and was like, I'm bringing all my family and friends in. Folks had skill sets.
BLM also paid Shaloma Bowers $2.1 million for consulting. He and 2 others now serve on the board. BLM spent $1.2 million lobbying to impeach President Trump and eliminate bail. Cullors spent $73,000 on a private jet and used the LA mansion for 2 private parties, but later reimbursed BLM for both. BLM dispersed $25 million in grants to 31 groups. They banked $41 million, including $32 million in stock. Supporters blame any accounting flaws on inexperience.
I actually did not know what 990s were before all of this happened. Something's being weaponized against us that many people don't even know and honestly don't care about. It is such a trip now to hear the word, the term 990s. I'm like, ugh, it's like triggering.
Yeah, this 990 was the first time they've given any accounting over basically about 7 to 10 years at all.